Hello students, today we are going to study about the chapter 15, Biodiversity and Conservation. This is the chapter given in our book of Biology of NCERT of 12th class. And before we go for the further deeper study, I want to give you some of the important facts. Firstly, Sir Raymond Dustman, one very famous naturalist, he gave the word biological diversity in 1968. Thereafter, one more very famous conservationist, Sir W.G. Rosan, Walter G. Rosan, he coined the term biodiversity. Sir Rosan, he coined the term biodiversity and he merged both the word as given by Sir Dustman. And that term biodiversity, it is given by Sir Rosan in the year of 1985. And one more thing very important, that this term biodiversity, it got popularized by Sir Edward O. Wilson. Edward Osborne Wilson. He was the very famous sociobiologist and he is also known as father of biodiversity. I'm mentioning here the father of biodiversity, that's the honor given to Sir Wilson because he has done excellent work in the field of biodiversity. So these three facts you all should know about. Now let's study the general meaning and definition of biodiversity. As we can see here, the biodiversity term itself made up of two different words, bios and diversity. Bios, that's the Greek word which means as life, and the diversity, it is an English word which means as variability or variation. So in general meaning we can say that biodiversity means variability among all kind of living organisms. Let's study that definition. One international organization, its name is UNEP, and it stands for United Nations Environment Program. This international organization provided the best definition of biodiversity. According to UNEP, the biodiversity can be defined as the variety and variability of all living animals, plants and microorganisms and the ecological complexes of which they are a part. इसे समझने की कोशिश करते हैं. According to United Nations Environment Program, biodiversity को हम समझ सकते हैं all type of living animals and plants and microorganisms along with their natural habitat. ये जो लाइन लिखी है, and the ecological complex of which they are a part. That means all type of living animals, plants, microorganisms along with their natural habitat, the geographical area where they are found out. So that is the best definition given by UNEP. One more definition I want to introduce you, that the biodiversity can be defined as the variety or variability of all type of living organisms such as animals, plants, microorganisms found into the particular geographical area. That definition also you can mention in your notes.